Hey, what's up, guys? All right, I see Matt's here. Hope everybody's having a good night, had a good day. And I'm excited again. Let's see if we can pull something really sweet tonight. Last time we did pull some pretty cool cards. I felt like we didn't pull that many refractors, though. I mean, you're guaranteed the 3 autos, but hopefully we can pull some big name refractors and maybe some reds out of 5, or maybe even a superfractor. We will see. Hopefully have better luck than I had the other day opening that chrome black. I tell you, that's a rough product there. Like I say, we'll just give it a few minutes, let everybody get in. Give it a few minutes, let some more people get in here, and we'll get started right away. And like I say, anybody that's new joining us, please feel free to get in there and chat and ask me any questions, or like I always say, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I could do better, and also tell me what products y'all are opening right now and enjoying. I know that Stadium Club's out, and I've been enjoying watching some people do some rips and stuff on that product. So I might try to get some of that this weekend. Me and my buddy are going to go to a couple card shows, so and see what we can't do. But let's go ahead and get started. And some people will pile in here. Like I say, it's a pretty big box, and there's a lot of cards to it. So it'll take us last week, I think I got through it in about an hour, and I wasn't running my mouth too much, so that wasn't too bad. Chris is here. All right, there we go. All's right with the world when we got Chris in here. Hopefully your brother joins us tonight. I'm sure he's a busy man. All right, so as last time, I know we get 1 autograph, so we'll get 2 stickers. We'll get the scouting report sheet, and then there should be one of our autographs. Should go ahead and it will probably be sleeved up again and be right on top. Hopefully it won't be. All right, well, at least I already know we get a different player, so that's good. All right, let me set this here. I might even try to. Look at me getting better, actually fixing the box the way I should. So once again, we do get 2 stickers. Those are pretty cool, though, to put on the box, to put these in when you're done. All right, so our first sleeved up autograph is going to be Jared Wells. Don't remember him. There's not too many guys I don't, at least hadn't heard of or played with, but he had a low 90s sinker, fine slider with depth, and an emerging changeup. So pretty cool. Let's push that down in there. And again, we won't. I know, man. That'd be cool if I pulled my card again. That was pretty rare and pretty unique, and I really enjoyed that. So again, there we are, right on top, BP 14. And I won't bore y'all with this again. For anybody new in here, this is something that Topps and used to do back in the day, I guess, is send you out a little scouting report on all the prospects and guys that are in the product. So that is cool. Get that out of here. Yeah, Chris, they do. Yep. You must have came into stream last week. You must have just missed that. But yeah, they give you a Signs of the Future. The last one we got was Chris Seddon. This time we got Jared Wells. All right. Pack number 1. Dang, this thing's like, God, can y'all see that paper? It's just like I wouldn't say disintegrating, but man, it's like, it definitely doesn't feel like any new product in the wrappers. All right. And like I said, I'm not going to go crazy with all the names, but we do get an orange in this first pack, so that's cool. And we'll, like I say, same as last time. We'll go through it a little bit, but then we'll just get to the chrome cards and some of the color. But Carl Crawford to start. We got Jeff Francoeur, Tim Hudson. We got Ian Kinsler. Guys, is this a Braves box or what? Chuck James, Braves pack. Bill Hall. We got Jeff Fiorentino, Jeff Kent, MVP, another Chipper Jones. We got Randy Johnson, old Nick Swisher. There's another guy I forgot about. He had a nice little career. My boy Ichiro. We got Kiyagawa. All right. Jason Giambi. David Eckstein. Eric Bedard. And our orange. There we go. Nice player there. Michael Young. And the orange out of 250. It's not the refractor, but just the paper orange. It's still a pretty cool card. We'll set that down there. Any of the numbered cards pretty cool. Manny Ramirez. And now we'll get to our chrome cards. You do get 6 chrome cards in every pack, so that's pretty cool. Giambi's all day. Yeah, Chris. All right, our first chrome is Darren McMahon's. We got Marvin Lawrence, Derek Rodriguez, and Myron Leslie, and Michael Sullivan, and Rainer Batista. And let's get through these quick. Oh, Randy Wells. There was a teammate. There's a guy I played. Didn't really play on the same team with him, but definitely hung out a lot with him, in the clubhouse and at spring training and stuff. Set him aside. And nothing else too special right there. And guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to turn this fan down a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. Had a fan going that was annoying me. All right, pack number 2. And again, guys, I appreciate everybody that's in here. And like I say, like and subscribe if you are new. That would help me a lot. And for people that are coming back, I just appreciate you being in here. All right, we got Papelbon, Westbrook, Carlos Beltran. We got Lieber, Jose Contreras, Lance Berkman. We got CC Sabathia and his Indians. It's always funny. I just think of him as a Yankee. Michael Kadire, Austin Kearns. We got Mark Burley, Maddox, Hideki, Hanley. We got Derek Lee. So we do got a refractor coming up, and we got another orange coming up. That's pretty cool. Mark Mulder, Sean Green. All right, our orange out of 250 is going to be Nick Swisher. Pretty cool card there. We got Ryan Howard. Our first refractor tonight is going to be Greg Smith. Not too much about him either, but all right. Some of our chrome cards. We got Trey Shields, Scott Deal. We got Jesus Flores. We got Chase Wright and Cole Garner. And just get through these. Okay. Let's give it a look. See. Nothing jumping out at me. There we go. Todd Helton, Hall of Fame, just got inducted. It's a cool card. We'll set him down. Got Morneau, Kevin Youkilis, Scott Kazmir, Sean Riggins, Ricky Weeks, Xavier Nady. Josh Barfield. There we go. Joe Mauer, another Hall of Fame inductee. Barry Zito. I'd like to pull some of his refractors and stuff out of this product. Our A-Rod insert that we got 1 million of. Hey, Jacob, I don't know if we're going to actually set up a table Saturday. Just kind of rushed to get up there, but we are going to be making an appearance up there and going to see Rob and all of that. Are you going to have a table up there? Or are you just going to be in town for it? And then here we go. On to our Chrome cards. We got Neil Sellers, got Jared Hoffpower, Sean O'Malley, Evan Engelbrook, Lucas French, and Neil Musser. Those were our Chrome inserts. And let's see if we can find another one of my rookie cards. One of the paper. I'm sure we'll come across one tonight. Oh, okay, Jacob. Yeah, my buddy that I was planning on going to that with. The main reason we might not try to do it Saturday, it's also the guy I was going to set the table up and kind of my partner in this too. His daughter has a birthday, so we were just going to be kind of rushed, and so we weren't really sure if we wanted to set an actual table up, even though I am starting to get quite the inventory, and I have quite a nice little collection myself, but just may not be ready Saturday. But we are talking about going to that show on Sunday, which I'm sure is the same one you're talking about. All right, Jeremy. But yeah, I'll definitely look for you. Do you have like a business name or a table name or something? I want to make sure I can try to find you because I appreciate you being in chat and everything. Oh, Michael Barrett, set him down. Threw some bullpens to him. Brian McCann, Chavez, Francoeur. Yeah, I'm excited to go to some card shows this weekend. Definitely. Look for some new product and look for some cool stuff to bring to the channel. Because I know it's not going to take too long before we're definitely over this product, but it's fun. Just like I said, I do want to, it's fun to look for my cards, but here we go. We got a Brandon Roberts refractor, and these are out of 500. And our Chrome's going to start with Duke, Matt Palmer, Brennan Bosch, John Gregg, Chuck Lofgren. And that does it for that. Okay, Jacob. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to know, but we'll come find you. We'll be looking for you up there. Have you set up there before at Regency Mall? I know on Rob's, I've seen on his Instagram page and stuff. I know he mentions like over 100 tables, but do they actually get that many people set up in there? I mean, I know there's a lot of space. Ted Lilly, haven't seen that card in this product yet. Jimmy Rollins, Robinson Cano, Big Papi, Mike Piazza. I haven't seen that one either. Josh Beckett, Melky Cabrera. And like I said, we still have 2 more autographs to come across. We got quite a few packs left, that's for sure. Rocco Baldelli. Let's get to the Chrome. We got Jesse Lish, Pedro Powell, Darn McDonald. I was thinking the same thing, Chris. Seeing him in an A's uniform doesn't feel right, does it? Same thing with the Maddox. I mean, seeing him in the Padres uniform is just like, I mean, you know him as a Cub and obviously a Brave, but it feels weird seeing him in that uniform. And our last chrome is Yamed Yama. All right, let's see if we can find my paper. Not this pack. Yeah, that's crazy, Jacob. Yeah, I grew up my whole life going to Regency. Obviously, back in the day, that mall was, thriving, or it was definitely packed all the time. And I missed the food court. When I went up there to see Rob, I hadn't been up there in years, and I walked down there and I was like, man, food court's gone. I mean, I know malls are dying in general, but I always thought that had a pretty nice little food court. But yeah, that's exciting. I mean, 90 to 100 tables. I mean, that should be a pretty good show. That old Pedro. So in 2007, I remember when we went into St. Lucie to play the Mets. He was supposed to be. I remember I was so excited. I'd like called my mom and my brother, and I was supposed to be making a start. He was doing a rehab start in St. Lucie, and I was going to be starting against him. And but I saw him warming up in the bullpen, but I guess his shoulder flared up, and he ended up not making the start. And I remember being pretty bummed out about that. Then I also remember Daniel Murphy hitting like 2 monster home runs off me that night. So did not turn out to be a great night, but it would have been awesome to just say I started against Pedro. Carlos, we got the kid, Derek Jeter, Frank Thomas, Dice K. Let's see, Mike Cameron, Jim Thome, Tom Glavine. There's another weird one. Tom Glavine in the Mets uni. Just doesn't look right, does it, Chris? All right, we got a Scott Deal. This one's out of 500. We got the blue. We got a X-Fractor coming up. There we go. We got the Tony Paguero X-Fractor. Those are out of 275. And our Chrome cards are Seth Fortenberry, Tony Abreu. We got a Michael Brantley, Sean Thompson, and Trey Hearn. And Doug Deeds, Eric Liss, Gabriel Medina. There we go. Who's that guy? That's pretty cool. Pulled him again. Set that up there. I hear you, Chris. And yeah, we got one of Old Boy. Well, we want to see Old Boy in some color. I want to get that red. I'd really love to pull that red one. Mark Teixeira, David Wright. Saw him. Guess what? He came off the ballot, I think, for the Hall of Fame. All right, Carlos Silva, Aubrey Huff. Another A-Rod insert. All right, let's see what our chromes are. Cody Strait, Edwin Mason, Garrett Simpson, Irvin Alcantara, Doug Deeds, Eric Liss. There's my other buddy. Told you all about him last stream, old Sam Fuld. Another guy, another cubby. And Jeremy Papelbon. Jonathan's brother, little brother. Set him up, set the cubbies together. Okay, Chris. Yeah, I was thinking of who was it that came off that was real close. Had a lot of wasn't too far off. It'll come to me in a second. Oh, hey, Levi. Hey, better late than never. So I didn't play. Jacob, great question. Did you ever play against Wright, Verlander, or Scott Sizemore when you were in high school? No, I think all of those guys were 2 years ahead of me. I got drafted in 2005. I want to say Verlander came out in 2003 and then ended up going to ODU. Not positive on Scott Sizemore. Obviously, David Wright was he was from the beach area. And when I showcased with, I ended up showcasing junior and senior year with Lee Banks, and he was so Justin Upton was on that team and all those guys. And then I know BJ Upton and David Wright were around the same time. But Justin did come back and play. He actually came out to our American Legion. He played like 1 or 2 games for us in American Legion one summer. And then after that, his parents and my parents worked together up at Virginia Sports Complex for a couple years. But no, didn't directly. And the other thing, too, is Goochland was like, I want to say they were 2A or 3A. And I played in a 4A school or district. So even if we were there at the same time, we wouldn't have played them unless it would have been like a spring training matchup. But no, I did get to hang around Justin quite a bit. Okay, Chris. Yeah, I thought maybe I had read that he was coming off the ballot because he didn't get enough. I knew he was like right on the border of it. But they also were, which is wild because they showed and again, it sucks on stream that I can't remember what I'm trying to say, but I saw they compared his numbers to someone else that was in, and I mean, geez, they were, his replacement numbers and stuff were right on up there. Daniel. There he is, Mr. Daniel. So, guys, I really want to take a second and thank this guy. So he made me up. I'll have to load them up, and I'm still waiting to get those printed out. But man, he does a lot of custom cards and stuff like that. And man, he made me up some really sweet refractor looking cards that I can get made up, some digital cards, and sign those, and maybe get those out to people that are enjoying the show and down the road. But and it's just been real fun talking to you, Daniel, and getting to know you. So I want to say I appreciate everything you've done along the way for me already. All right, let's get back to some cards. We got King Griffey, David Murphy, old Felix. Yeah, I hope you're having a good night tonight, Daniel. All right, we got a Prince Fielder blue out of 500, and our first autograph, or technically our second autograph, but pack pulled autograph is coming up. I like that. Prince Fielder. That is so crazy to me. Have y'all seen his stats compared to his dad? I mean, that is just like you got to know there's some baseball gods up there. I mean, it's just so crazy. They have like the same home runs, same stats. Then they showed some games where they even put up like the exact same. No, I mean, obviously his dad had a long career too, or his dad had a longer career than him, I believe, but and he had some great numbers, but I thought, man, that is wild how close his stats and his dad's stats are, especially in a game that's so tough. All right, our next autograph, we got Delwyn Young. We got the blue. Stuck to another card. I was like, man, I know that thing's got to be numbered. So out of 500, Delwyn Young. Set that down too. We'll get that sleeved up in a second. And Delmon Young, talked about him a little bit last time. And like I say, his anger issues and stuff, but man, he had a lot of talent. And our Chrome cards. Nothing to stand out, nothing jumping out at me. Yeah, Chris, that's what I always think about, man, is him throwing that bat backwards and just squaring that umpire up. What did he get for that? Was that a 50-game suspension, or did they give him a little bit more? I can't remember. I know I was like a senior in high school when that happened, I believe. It was like right before. Maybe I had gotten drafted. I don't know. But I do remember watching it on I used to always get on Baseball America like every day. Oh, yeah, Chris. I bet people would have been, they would have loved to get their hands on that rookie card back in the day. And Jacob says, I heard stories of the Upton brothers playing on travel team with a couple other big leaguers down there. Yeah, Jacob. So obviously I'm a Richmond boy at the time, and I was going to play with Bob Smith. And, you know, we had some other big names around the time around here. Like my biggest rival was Justin Bristow. And, you know, he was, you know, very high ranked, and he had played for Team USA, and he was like when he was 13 or whatever, I think he was even the MVP over there. So he was heavily scouted and recruited. And man, me and him had some huge matchups in high school. I mean, we had one game my senior year where we had like 3,000 to 5,000 people at a high school game, and I got a picture in the paper. And actually, I was thinking about doing that tonight or on another stream where I have, you know, a lot of clippings and stuff about my high school career and stuff. But I got this awesome picture of a guy doing an interview with my dad, and there's a paper of people setting up tree stands, literally going up in the trees and putting tree stands up so they could watch the game, because it was so many people there. It was beyond standing room only. And I mean, there must have been 50 scouts there that night. Me and him were both ranked, obviously, in the top 50 prospects in the country. And I ended up having, I think I set the school record that night with 17 or 18 strikeouts. And I ended up losing in the 8th inning, 1-0 on an infield error. Bang, bang, play at the plate. And man, it just tore my heart out. I'll never forget just being, you know, I just ran to the bus to get through the mobs of people, and just a crazy, crazy game. But yeah, so I was going to play with them. And then one day I got a call and I didn't recognize the number, and I picked it up. It would have been like right after my junior year or going into my junior year. And it was Justin Upton on the phone. And he was like, hey, and obviously I knew even as a sophomore, and from his brother being the number 1 overall, or I think he went number 2 overall in 2003. But, you know, obviously I knew of him, and he was like, hey man, I just want to let you know, we would love to have you come play on our showcase team. And I was like, well, man, y'all are in the beach area. Like, I can't really make practice. And, you know, it'd be 2 hours for me to, you know, come to practice and some of the stuff. And he was just like, and then my dad and their dad got to talking, and it just made sense, because why not play with the number 1 kid in the country? Obviously he went number 1 overall in the draft. But it was almost like all I could do was get in the way. And it just worked out just beautifully for me, because I ended up throwing a lot of great games. And obviously every game, every scout and GM was there to scout him. So I really, you know, that phone call and that kind of really helped my path. I'm not saying I wouldn't have got some attention playing in Richmond, but, you know, making that transition. But also on that team, we had a lot of, we had Matt Olson. Excuse me. He was another player that ended up getting drafted by the Phillies. But on that team alone, man, we had 5 or 6 guys get drafted that year, and it was a heck of a showcase team. I know that. I'd put that team up. I'd take that team against any showcase team at any time. We had a lot of talent. And sorry for some of you guys when I get a little long-winded. I know some of y'all want to see the cards, but answer some of these questions too. But yeah, it was really cool too, Jacob, on that team, because like I say, BJ and I don't know if David Wright was, but there was 2 other guys that were sending us, you know, they just hooked us up with bats, and and we were we ended up being the Tidewater Devil Rays. So we had these like super professional showcase uniforms that I think BJ helped pay for at the time. All right, we got 2 blues coming up. Or we got 1 blue, and this is just the regular. Nope, we got Adrian Beltre. There we go, Hall of Famer. There he is, out of 500. I'm going to take a second and sleeve that up. Yeah, Daniel, have a good night, man. We will try to pull something sweet. All right, next up, we got our next. Oh, here we go, guys. I think y'all might like this one. Our last autograph, Evan Longoria. So, man, this would have been, I mean, it's a great card to pull today, but man, that would have been a sweet card to pull back in 2007. So we got the Evan Longoria autograph out of 500. Just when I get the sleeves out, just in time. Yeah, Levi, that's for sure too. And I mean, like I say, I don't have $20,000 worth of products sitting here, so it's not about, and I'm not selling spots or anything. I am looking into doing some of that. because I think some people would enjoy it, especially when I get some of the better product. Some people may want to, get involved and have a little skin in the game on some of this, like some of the Inception and some of the funner stuff. So I am looking into doing some of that and getting my eBay page set up. That's for sure. But yeah, this channel is really just about, kind of searching, because the idea came about from just searching for the cards and talking about some of the players I played against and whatnot. But yeah, that Evan Longoria, that's sweet out of 500. And let me sleeve our other one up. So we already got our 3 autographs. It's going to be Jared, Evan, and Delwyn Young. So we'll set that up there. And we did pull one of my base. And hey, Adrian Beltre out of 500. So I mean, we did. This product. Look at the Hall of Famers in this product. I mean, we got right there Adrian Beltre, Todd Helton, Joe Mauer. So I mean, this is a great product. And I know I'm probably going over some others. Yeah, what's the deal with that? That's not from this product? Was he just looking for his? And Levi asked, the Evan Longoria Superfractor Auto still hasn't surfaced, but doesn't he have a $10,000 bounty on that card? But is it his rookie card, or I don't? Because I want to say on Twitter, I saw someone yesterday opened a box, but it looked like the 2006. Y'all have to inform me on that. Like I say, I know I'm getting back into the hobby and I'm starting to really learn a lot quickly, but I still feel like I just know enough to get in trouble. But yeah, so there's a $10,000 bounty on one of his superfractors. Oh, Richie Sexton. I remember watching him at a home run in Arizona, like halfway up the scoreboard there. I mean, that thing had to be over 500 feet. Got another Delman Young. Orlando Cabrera. Got the Brian Roberts, Jeff Baker, Cliff Lee out of 500. It's a good card. He definitely had some good years, didn't he? Especially towards the end of his career. Early on, I don't think he did much at all, and then he definitely found himself later in his career. Tony Peguero, Desmond Jennings, John Otness, Mike Parizzi, Derek Griffith, and we got Ray Aguilar. All right, let's see what we got here. Brennan, Chuck. All right, guys, we got 2 packs left. Yeah, Jacob, I've been to a ton of, I wouldn't say a ton. I've been to quite a few Squirrels games. Definitely went to a few last year, and shoot, I remember I went to one last year and spent like 20 minutes getting Dippin' Dots and cheeseburgers and all that. And because of the pitch clock, by the time I was there for I think it was my stepbrother had a box, and it was so funny after running my mouth and getting chicken tenders and everything else. By the time I got in the booth and a beer, it was like the 6th inning. But yeah, I have a good time over there, and I don't live too far away at all from there. Guys, here's the rest of a pack I set down when I was sleeving up that Evan Longoria. Let me finish that. Here are the chromes from that. Clay Harris, Aaron Cunningham, Jose. We got Thomas Hotboy. It's the Cubs pitching coach now, I believe. We got Matt Goodson, Robert Alkenbrack. There's another Dellin Bettenses. There's, like I said last time, I know some people were looking for his cards. All right, 2 packs left, guys. I got my box covering up my Evan Longoria. We got to get that, make sure people can see that hit. Yeah, I almost hate going to the Squirrels game because every time someone's like, "Oh, go do the speed pitch, go do the speed pitch," and so then I always leave with my shoulder. I do crank one out, but I mean, I always end up going home with my shoulder on fire. That's for sure. It was funny. They used to give you like a 20. They used to give you 25 to the gift store, or they gave you like 2 tickets to another game, and people would always be like, "Oh man, go over there, see how fast you can throw." I'm like, I'm old. It's over. I can't do it no more. I think the shortest 9 inning game this year was around an hour 45. Yeah, I mean, and like I say, I'm kidding a little bit, but I just remember the last game I went to. I was like, as soon as I sat down, I mean, it was definitely fifth or sixth inning, so I was probably just taking forever doing my thing. Um, Aramis Ramirez. I know it's maybe talked a little bit about him, but he was really cool in spring training. He was really one of the guys that him and Carlos Zambrano and some of the other guys you wouldn't think, but man, they really took care of the minor league guys. Like they were constantly buying nice meals, taking people out to restaurants, giving away a lot of custom stuff from their deals and stuff. And then some of the, I don't want to say just because they were Latin players, but some of the American guys that had way bigger contracts and stuff, you thought they'd do a little bit more, and they were kind of, I don't want to say stingy, but they didn't really do as much. But like in Peoria, when we had Mark Pryor come for a couple months and to make some rehab starts and stuff, and I mean, you can't expect these guys to drop $1,000 every night on taking the guys to Outback, but people were definitely like, man, is he gonna do anything special for us? And but then the reason people would get that in their head is because like Aramis would take batting practice and just spoil you with stuff, so people just started getting greedy with it, expecting too much, I guess. But I do remember Aramis always taking care of us. And Jeff Weaver, Jason Schmidt, another A-Rod insert, Chase Wright. We got Edgar Garcia, Jay Swatsky, Jason Taylor, Brian Dunsing, David Honnell. We got the Randy Wells Chrome tonight. Put that over there. And Ryan Mullins. I know I said it last time. I love his form. It's out there. Every time I see that card, I mean, that guy had to throw like high 90s because his where is he at? I don't know. I don't want to single him out again, but let me see if I can find that card. Yeah, right here. But old Cindy Vasquez, I mean, he must have been like mid 90s because I mean that is raw. I mean, that he didn't get drafted on that form, I'll tell you that. So he must have had something going for him. But yeah, Jacob, you seem like you go to quite a few Squirrels games. All right, guys, last pack. So let's see if we can get some last pack magic. I mean, we've already pulled like all of our hits. We've gotten our 3 autographs. I feel like we've gotten quite a bit of color tonight. We got a couple refractors. We got 1 X-fractor, so probably not too much here. And yeah, nothing's jumping out at me, but let's go ahead and enjoy this last pack. And we got through that in about 38 minutes, so it's not too bad either. All right, Ryan Sweeney, LaDuca, Liriano. There's another guy I loved watching. That changeup. I mean, what a changeup. Beltre. Got to put our Hall of Famer down. Adam Lynn, Randy Wolf, Corey Patterson. Played with his brother. Mike Messina, Matt Kemp, Gary Sheffield. Now, he's the other one, Chris, in chat that and I know he's got, being in Balco, but I mean, his numbers definitely speak worthy enough of the Hall of Fame, especially the longevity of that career and coming up at 18 years old. I mean, that's very unique. There's only a handful of guys that can, say they had an impact at 18 years old in the big leagues. But I don't know. I'm on the fence with the steroid stuff. I mean, it's like Clemens and Bonds and him, but there's just so many guys that are squeaking in that you just, I don't know. It's a topic for another day, and I just feel like they're going to get to a point where they got to do some kind of asterisk or something. I mean, I don't know what the answer is. And I mean, it's the same thing with Pete Rose. I mean, look at what's, you're seeing like all these NFL guys now and other sports and all this. Everyone's getting tied into gambling and doing that. And, I also feel like if there was any proof of Pete, actually calling in bets on his own, against his own team, I'd feel a lot worse. I don't think it's, and that was even when I played. They had signs everywhere. We had meeting after meeting: do not gamble, do not bet on your team, do not bet against your team. And of course, there was just so many times where, like, I mean, you can't bet on minor league games, but there were just so many games where, like, if you take that into the big league side of it, I mean, when someone's aching, when someone's got like a blister on their finger, but they're still going to try to start, and you're just sitting there thinking, man, this is not going to go good. Like, this guy's got a huge blister that's about to pop in like the second inning, and like when you got some of that insider information, I mean, you're going to want to. It's just human instinct to want to cash in on that. So I don't know, but Pete Rose has got to get in there. All right, guys, almost done. Get Scott Deal and then finish up with our Chrome. Let's see if we can get one more of my Chrome cards. And Leo Daigle, Kevin Aaron. Nope, did not. Let's see if we can get one more paper. Thomas Hotboy again. And Matt Goodson. All right, finished with 2 A's in a row. So that'll do it on that, guys. Let's review. We can go back over some of the hits for sure. The biggest one tonight has got to be the Evan Longoria out of 500. And I mean, like I say, I love that. It's on card too. None of that sticker mess. So I like that. We did get the Jared Wells. That is on the hologram. Like I say, seeing those stickers do give me a little bit of some flashbacks from when I did my auto. I mean, I just got so lazy on like several sheets of those, and I remember the guy being like, "We can't accept that, man. We can't. You got to do better." And I'm just like, "Dude, we're done for the day. I'm tired. This is not." We got a Michael Young out of 250. We got the Nick Swisher, Prince Fielder. Our other autograph was the Delwyn Young. So, and like I say, guys, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me see if we got a few more questions over here. Yeah, I know. Crazy how the person with the most hits, the person with the most hard, and the person with the most Cy Youngs aren't in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And there's a lot of guys that that are getting in where it's like there's some questions there too. So I mean, at some point they're just going to have to let those guys in. And I saw something else that someone was talking about over the weekend with the new Hall of Fame inductees is, I really think they need to make public, who votes for who, like that, the writers and the people that get the votes, they that should be public information. I mean, because some of these guys that that should be getting like 100% of the vote when 6 people don't vote for them, it's just ludicrous. It's like there's politics and everything in my opinion, but it's just sometimes it's like, well, that's fine, but we should, if you're given the power to have that vote, cast that vote, we should be able to see. But anyways, that's just my opinion on that. And all right, guys. Well, I enjoy y'all tuning in and be looking out. Like I said, I will have the eBay store up and running shortly, and we'll get some stuff on there. And I think next Thursday I'll try to get into this mega box. We'll do this Bowman Chrome mega box, and I will probably find something else to go along with that stream since that's not a very big box or anything. But maybe this weekend too, I'll be looking for a lot of new product and get some cool stuff to open up for you guys. And appreciate y'all being in here. And anyone new, like and subscribe. Yeah, Ichiro, that's another one. If he's not, I know he won't be unanimous, but I mean, come on, how can he not be? So we'll see, Levi. But appreciate you being in here, Levi, Matt, Chris, Jacob. Who else? I don't want to miss anybody else that was, and obviously people that aren't chatting too. I really appreciate y'all being in there. I appreciate Daniel showing up tonight. Just everybody, and hope y'all have a great evening, and I will see y'all next time. Good night, guys.